We got proper snow. Check this out. So proper snow. I just about got my stuff ready to start doing a video. So I think I'll go and put a jacket on and then show you what I'm doing. Plan was to do the pruning on the gooseberry standard today, so yeah, I'll go and get changed and come and tackle that. Now, head cam on, let's get back out there, do some pruning. Here we go. Right, here we are. This is what we're talking about, gooseberry. So obviously normal ones, gooseberry bush. This is a gooseberry standard, purchased from Frank Matthews. So first year, first year really, you do your pruning more into the summer autumn period, and then subsequent years you want to do it ideally in the winter time. So I really didn't do a lot of pruning on this last year, so this year it needs some proper pruning. Also, the way that the season's been, there's been a little bit of dieback as well. So we start with the essential stuff. So any dead, diseased or dying material we cut back first. So it's nice and simple. The only thing I would mention with gooseberries is that they have these ridiculously sharp spines, so be a little bit careful with them. So gooseberries are the same family group as ribes. Well, they are ribes, uva crispa. So pruning this year, this time of year, not a problem. So take off dead, disease, dying. Then the next thing you want to do is look to open up the middle. So there's a couple of things going on. You want to open up the middle, and also you want to remove some of the older growth. You'll notice, well look, there's a bit of bud there. So generally speaking, gooseberries fruit best on wood that is 1 to 2 years old, and then once it gets past about 4 years old, really the amount of fruit it produces goes down quite a lot. So we carry on with the dead, disease, dying stuff. Just get a shot at that. Let's find a little hole down there. Then you look at any of your crossing branches. How can we open it up? So ideally, you want to try and keep it open as possible. So by keeping it nice and open, you will reduce the amount of pest and disease issues that you will have as well. Let's just get this red currant out of the way. Don't want to accidentally cut through that. That's for another time. And that is spiteful. Right, work our way through this, doing the basic bits. And also, where you've then got these sections, you want to look at your side shoots and cut those back to about 3 shoots. Again, with a gooseberry, you're trying to promote extra growth. The more extra new growth you get, the more fruit you're going to have. Unlike, say, like an apple tree, where you obviously want a mixture of growth and fruiting stems. So slightly different, but nevertheless. So again, we want to try and open it up, but without taking loads and loads of material out that is going to reduce the amount of crop we're getting. So let's work our way through. You'll notice the difference in coloration. So this was last year's growth here, and then that comes all the way down to there, and this was the year before's. So we got sort of a greyish wood, more grey brown, and then these dark brown stems, which would be your 3-year-old wood. So it's these stems that we want to remove or cut back, which should maintain your shape. like so. So that's what we're using as our shapes, and then this piece that I've already snipped back would then be classed as your side shoot. So we're just going to work our way through, and you will find that you'll have to remove some that's a little bit of older wood, but that's not a problem. And then again, you want to bear in mind as well that you don't want too much shading. So again, we'll look at this. This is a nice fresh piece. Cut that back like so. That is getting shaded, so we'll cut that back to there. And we can just kind of work our way around, and again trying to look at ways in which to rejuvenate the growth on the plant whilst pruning it back, opening it up. So there's quite a few things going on really, but it's this rejuvenation process that is the key bit, and obviously the more we can rejuvenate it, the more we can get some more fruit going. So that piece there I removed because that is an element of crossing. I will maintain this for the time being. We'll see how we get on as we progress. So again, you'll notice just removing some of this top growth, cutting as we go. We're trying to make it a more balanced shape as well. So again, you got these real big stems. We don't need that much top growth. It hasn't got any side shoots to it, so it's not going to be that viable. This section is a bit of a problem piece. You can see it goes right the way across, so we'll take that all the way out from there back to this nice bud there, so that'll take over quite nicely. And these little spurs, so you'll notice I'd already cut those back a little bit in the summer. We'll just freshen those cuts up. And again here, got a slight bit of dieback. We've got two stems in close proximity, so we just nip one out. The bud is just where my finger is, so we can just nip that above there. Working around so we get to our outward facing bud, so any future growth is going to grow away from the centre. Take that out nice and cleanly because we don't want that to come up through the middle. That's the variety label there. You can see some of this old stuff. Just cut it nice and clean. As tight in as possible. So these will be a contender for removal next year. Let's take that down quite a way. See these old little spurs. We're just nipping out. You got this older piece here, which is no real use, so we take that out. These under story pieces, again, you just whip them away. I say it's quite cold doing this, but will definitely be beneficial. So probably not been as harsh as take that right back actually. Not been as harsh as I have been in some years, but we should get plenty of growth this way anyway. And got a bit of a sniffles now. Plenty of growth and plenty of crop. So now we've done the bulk of the pruning, we can then start having a real look as to some other tweaks you need to make. So like I said, really this piece is crossing, so we start by removing that section, see whether that makes much of a difference, which it doesn't really. See if there's another viable bud. So we've got a bud there which is where we will take back to. There we are, so we open that right up there. Just snip out these couple of fat buds. There we are. And then we've just got a little bit of messiness over there. And again, you can take out a bit, have a look, and then see what else you can do or have a look at. And that's that. That is essentially, oh, he says, I'll take that, yeah, take that to that. That is essentially the winter prune on the gooseberry. It doesn't take a tremendous amount. Oh, yes. So yeah, winter pruning of a gooseberry done. So everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you found the video of use, certainly of well, a bit of interest to you. Yeah, I mean, pruning gooseberries, it's very much like pruning rosebush, to be honest. So it's not as daunting as you first think. It's potentially as painful as pruning a rose, and certainly if you've got snow or it's cold conditions, then it's very cold on the hands. But yeah, you just got to get out in the garden, get it done while the plant's dormant, and then you have a good crop come summertime. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. Send me messages. I always get back to you. Have fun in your garden, or if it's still snowing, have fun indoors, doing a bit of seed sowing or some cuttings. But there you go, and see you all soon. Bye for now.